Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Texas Chain Saw Massacre, the game video. Yesterday, Gun Interactive did a Twitch live stream where they did a community check-in and basically went over a upcoming patch, which is supposed to come out on Tuesday, December 12th. This patch is meant to address some of the bigger issues, so I want to talk about that live stream and some things that were said, as well as the Muerto Times that came out shortly afterwards, which only came out on Reddit so far. So if you haven't seen this, that's why. I might be on social media now by the time this video is posted, I don't know, but right now it's only on Reddit, so you may have missed it. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So it's pretty short and sweet. There were only a handful of things on here because it was a rapid patch. The fix in testing section here, we have a UI bug for Leatherface's chainsaw revs, overlooked perk fix, which has been broken the entire time, by the way, and Danny permanently opening fuse box exit. So that UI bug for Leatherface chainsaw revs, the way they explained this on the live stream was that the stalling issues you're seeing are coming as a result of a UI bug, which would be a visual error. So basically when you look at your rev rate, it's not displaying it accurately to what your rev actually is. So if you're looking at it, it's actually lower than you thought. So when you come down to the big hit, it stalls out the chainsaw. The thing is, I've tested this thoroughly. Right after the stream, I jumped on and I wanted to test this out because I was almost certain that it wasn't a UI bug. And the reason I don't think it's a UI bug is because when you overheat the saw, it's still accurate to when you overheat. The second your rev gets full all the way, boom, you overheat. That is accurate. The UI looks accurate. So if that's displaying accurately, then this should be accurate to when you're under your actual rev too. So I think there's an underlying issue there beyond just a UI, and not to mention the new sound effect that comes when you have a big hit. It's completely new to this update. So I think there's more to it than this UI bug. Maybe they're addressing that too, but from the live stream and of course the Muerto Times here, it sounds like they may not know what that actual underlying issue is yet. But once this fix is in place, hopefully on Tuesday, we'll know if that's the issue or not. It doesn't seem right based on what my testing is, but hey, I'm not a programmer, so we'll see what happens. So for overlooked, this perk allows you to not be detected by Grandpa's sonar ability. It has legitimately never worked anytime I've ever used it in the entire life cycle of this game. Ever since the game came out, that perk has not worked. So if this is it, if this patch does it and it's finally good to go, hallelujah. Good to see that, because that's going to be a really powerful perk for if you're moving quickly as a victim. Now Danny permanently opening the fuse box exit, obviously it's not meant to do that. Danny tampers things where you cannot shut them off as family, but they still do turn off or close. The exits close automatically eventually. It's a long ass time, but it does happen eventually. Now, Danny permanently opening the fuse box, I only saw it happen on day one, which is why I thought Danny could permanently open exits. I have not seen it happen since day one. It's worked properly ever since then, so I don't know if they already did a hot fix and this just kind of went under the radar or what, but like I said, I have not seen it since the first day the update came out, but ever since then it's been fine. Now under investigation, we have Johnny's movement and lunge, victim invincibility entering hiding spots, and nuggets detection range and highlight. All three of these things were also addressed in the community check-in live stream. Johnny's movement and lunge, they did kind of remove his entire lunge from the most recent update. That's not actually meant to be that way. All right, it's not just a nerf, it was unintentional. So now he has no lunge. So with Johnny's movement and lunge, what they're trying to figure out is where he can still have a lunge without being faster. The thing is, the two kind of coincide with each other. If he's moving quite a bit with each lunge and he's able to keep swinging, he's going to also move faster. So I think the only way to really fix that issue is to nerf things like easily tuckered out, where he can swing over and over again without using a bunch of stamina. That's really the only way I can see you doing it, is if he just can't swing as fast. If he can't swing as fast, then it won't be that big of an issue. But then at the same time, that's a nerf to Johnny. So it's just, what would you prefer really as a player? Do you want the big lunge? Do you want to be able to swing over and over again but not have as big of a lunge? I don't know, but right now they are reverting the change. Okay, they're reverting the change they made in this last update. So his ability's the same. That's still going to be where you could crouch and avoid having your feet sniffed. All right, but for the lunge itself, that's being reverted back to what it was before. temporarily. Eventually, it's going to be changed again, but for now, it's going back to what it was before. Now, for victim invincibility when entering hiding spots, this is a very rare one to see, but for those that do use it, it is very powerful. You just jump into a hiding spot mid-chase. You can do it over and over and over again, and there's really nothing a family member can do about it, because when they pull you out of the hiding spot, you do very, very little damage during that, and it's very hard to get a hit in before they're gone. So very powerful. It's kind of used like in Dead by Daylight in the same way, but when you get caught inside of a hiding spot in Dead by Daylight, you're on the killer's shoulder now, about to be tossed into a hook. In Texas Chain Saw Massacre, there's really no punishment for it. A little bit of damage, that's about it. Otherwise, you just get back in the chase and you keep going over and over again. So now they're just making it where you actually do get hurt, and hopefully, I think what they're trying to do is make it where you can swing quicker as family once you pull someone out of a hiding spot. But we'll see how that actually plays out. And Nugget's detection range and highlight, what they talked about specifically on the live stream was Nugget being able to hear you through walls. So if you were on a wall and Nugget's on the other side, you're just kind of creeping along it, he would actually hear you through the wall, which he's not supposed to do. And since now the sound follows you, that was really overpowered. You don't want that to happen to you. So, but yeah, now Nugget should not be able to detect you through a wall, which should help out in that stealth gameplay that they're looking for. And needs more info. It's been on here for a while, but connection issues, party disbanding issues, and close encounter mini games. Hopefully party disbanding is at the top of that list and we see something for it in the very, very near future. So a big point they brought up during this live stream was that they're about to be on holiday, right? So there's a chance that this might be the last update we see before 2024. Now, that's not that far away, right? We're talking like a month, but it feels like it's a long ways away because of the current state that the game is in. Danny, whether you think he's overpowered or not, it doesn't really matter. No matter what, you're going to be seeing the lobby dodging that comes as a result of both Nancy and Danny, for players avoiding them, players that don't want to be on, even on their team. For example, with Nancy, some people on the family side won't even play with Nancy because they don't think she's good enough, or people on the victim side are dodging because they don't want to go against Nancy, or dodging going against Danny, etc., etc. Well, one huge thing they're going to be implementing is the removal of the lobby countdown timer. So no more timer in the lobby beyond the actual countdown once you ready up and you go into the game. Now, that may not sound that exciting, but to me, it makes a huge difference. The most annoying thing about the game right now is the pre-game lobby, on top of other things, of course. There are a lot of things going on, but I want to play the game. Win or lose, I want to play the game. If I'm sitting in a lobby and it's just dodging, lobby break, unable to find enough players, it is so annoying. So right now, if you're trying to play victim, queue times are 2 to 3 minutes, and then you wait in the lobby for 2 to 3 minutes just for it to close, and then you search again for 2 to 3 minutes, and you're just on a never-ending loop until you finally find 3 family members that actually want to go against you. With the lobby timer removed, now even though people will dodge you still, and the countdown will be a long time before you actually start a game, eventually someone will get put into the lobby that wants to play. Eventually it's gonna happen. The lobby will no longer break. Eventually you're gonna play that game no matter what, and that is huge to me. Problem though, like I said, holiday, they're probably not gonna get that in until January 2024 at the earliest. And just based on what they said in the live stream, unless there's a small miracle here and they have an insane workaround before the holiday, you're looking at Danny and Nancy, neither of them being addressed before the new year. So that's a long time to go before those things are adjusted, and that's going to be rough. Lobby dodging is going to be rough, but yeah, the next month scares the hell out of me for the Texas Chain Saw Massacre. I'm just going to do everything in my power to stay patient, talk down the masses as much as I can, because I know it's going to upset you guys too. It's tough, but this is a game that I want to strive so badly, and it scares the hell out of me going a month with that issue, but I really think that the game will eventually get to a great place. Just need time to get there. Now, like I mentioned in our video yesterday about Danny, he's insane, and there's a lot of people that don't realize he is insane yet, or haven't. They're like, hey, you just kill him really quickly and you're good to go. Yeah, I agree with that, but the thing is, there are not many level 3 Dannys out there yet, and it's only a matter of time before all of your common players and your very good, talented, skillful players get him to level 3, and then all of a sudden it's going to get crazy, and we're going to see just how powerful he really is. So it does scare me, but at the end of the day, January's still only a few weeks away. Hopefully they get those changes in as quickly as possible. But hey, that's my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. That's going to wrap this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more updates like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.